want you to do is I want you to go back there as your adult self, introduce yourself, tell her where you come from, why you're there, and tell her all the things that she needs to know to be able to maneuver through life, navigate through life in a much better way. All the information, all the knowledge, so that she can have the very best life she can possibly have. And make sure that you tell her, as you're doing this, that no matter what happens through her life, no matter where she goes, what she does, or who she's doing it with, she will always be accepted by you. She will always be forgiven by you. And she will never, 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 ever be alone, because you're going to be right there with her, holding her hand, keeping her close in your heart. So go ahead and tell her all the things that she needs to know.
Interesting. I'm finding myself saying something to her that I've never, ever said to myself before. And that is that I will never be disappointed in you.
Cool.
I've never heard those words before.
Cool. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
What I want you to do is I want you to take her hand, and I want you to see your timeline right in front of her and in front of you, all the way up to the present day, and see how it goes back behind you all the way to conception. And the first time around, what I want you to do is I want you to have her see all the positive things in her life and have her move them over to the right side of the timeline. And all the less than positive things, have her move it over to the left side of the timeline. Okay? And now I want you to be facing forward to the present and going through all the positive experiences and watching them get all the more positive, just because she now has all this new knowledge, all this new information that you just gave her, that she can navigate through life in a much better way. And zoom all the way forward to the present day. And then take a step over to the left. And as you take a step over to the left, I want you to walk backwards through all those positive experiences, giving it over to all that new information that she has, all the new information, knowledge that can help her navigate better, and watch how they lose their negative energy and start getting positive energy, and maybe start jumping over to the right side. And zoom all the way backwards. But this time, instead of going only to 4 years old, I want you to go all the way to conception, to that one little cell. And as it's there in conception, I want you to notice that all that information is being encoded directly into the DNA of that one little cell over there, so that it can be expressed whenever it needs without even having to think about it. Easy access, just like that, just like you breathe, just like your hair grows, just like your fingernails grow. All these attributes, all these traits, all this information is right there at her fingertips, being expressed directly from her DNA. And watch how that DNA in the cell grows to 2 cells, and then to 4 cells, and then to 8 cells, and then to 16 cells, and then to 32 cells, and then 64 cells, and continues growing bigger and bigger all the way through gestation, all the way to birth, and goes zooming forward from birth all the way to the present day. And then take a step to the left and zoom backwards through all the negative experiences, all the less than positive experiences, watching them hop right on over to the right side as they become more positive, because she now has all this information at her fingertips being expressed without even having to do a thing for it, right there in her DNA. And keeps cycling back and forth until all the less than positive experiences have moved over to the right side. And you know when that's going to be. You have to let me know, because I can't tell. Let's go ahead, zoom forward, and zoom backwards, and zoom forwards, and zoom backwards, But you tell me when done, because I can't know on my own. Going forwards. And going backwards. And going forwards. And going backwards. And have her look forward at her life and move all the positive experiences back onto her timeline and see what amazing things she's done. See what greatness she's got to. How magnificent her life has become with all that new knowledge that she used to maneuver through. And then zoom forward to the present day. I want you to go one day into the future and see your new self with all that information that you've lived with your whole life now that's being expressed directly from your DNA, and see how different your life is. Can you see that? And I want you to go a week in advance to the future and see how different it looks. See how wonderful your new life looks. And now go a month into the future and see how wonderful your new life looks. And now go a year into the future. Just see how she's flourishing, that Jen of the future, how well she's doing. And now go to 5 years into the future. What I want you to do over here in 5 years in the future, I want you to step right into that Jan of the future, 5 years, and I want you to live out a week in her life, feeling what it feels like with all the new knowledge that she's gotten, all the new knowledge that she's accumulated. Good, excellent. And now go back to the present time.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.